What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Showtime Boxing head honcho Stephen Espinosa did an interview recently and gave some intriguing and interesting details in regards to the negotiations between Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford and the potential for negotiations to restart in 2023. First of all, he said that Terrence Crawford was dragging his feet, that they would send Terrence Crawford an offer and Terrence Crawford would take a long time to respond to that offer. And he used that word offers, plural, not singular. So they offered him more than one offer, and it took him a minute to respond. He also threw cold water on all these naysayers saying, man, I ain't never heard of a big fight with no guarantee. Now, I did a video about a week or two ago and said that Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, when that fight was being negotiated, neither fighter was going to get a guarantee. And Stephen Espinosa said in this interview that Gervonta Tank Davis has had fights where he wasn't getting no guarantee. Floyd Mayweather Jr., aka Money May, in his heyday was the richest athlete in sports, was not getting any guarantees in his fights. So he basically put cold water on the fact that Terrence Crawford was out here saying that he wasn't getting no guarantee, was giving a sob story, making it look like the PBC was trying to mess over him, but when that was not the case. Because, again, Floyd Mayweather had fights where he wasn't getting no guarantee, and Tank Davis had fights where he wasn't getting no guarantee. And both of those fighters are bigger attractions than Terrence Crawford. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. He also said that if we go back to the negotiating table, something got to change. It's not going to be like it was before this time. You're going to have to respond quicker. He basically said that, look, we can get in the room. If it take 8-10 hours to come to agreement, maybe that's the way we need to do things this time around. He said we're not going to go through what we went through in the last negotiation when we had the rug pulled up from under us, is what Stephen Espinosa said. So I know a lot of Terrence Crawford apologists going to be out here saying, yeah, you know, that's Stephen Espinosa looking out for one of his top fighters that fight on his network, Spence Jr. Of course, he's going to try to make Terrence Crawford wear the black hat. But we all know that the PBC really didn't want to fight. What if they didn't want to fight? Why didn't they put their whole boxing calendar on pause trying to make this fight happen? They didn't announce no fights because they was working on the Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford fight. They didn't get nothing announced. A lot of people was sitting on the sideline with their career in a holding pattern, waiting on this fight to get done so they can make their next move. Jerron Boots Ennis had to wait. Amantia Stallionis had to wait. Those guys just in the welterweight division. We had guys outside the welterweight division was waiting on their fight date from the PBC, but the PBC was tirelessly behind the scenes working on Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. I told you guys in previous videos my opinion on the reason why the fight did not get done, and it pretty much lines up with what Stephen Espinosa said in that Fight Hub interview. Terrence Crawford did not want to fight because he was not getting a guarantee. Terrence Crawford did not want to fight because he was not getting upfront money. He got upfront money to fight David Adversary on BLK Prime. Make no mistake about it, he was not going to get the guarantee to fight Spence Jr. At the end of the day, he was going to end up making more money than Spence Jr., but he did not want to go down that route. He's of the mindset a bird in the hand beats two in the bush. He didn't want to take a chance. He didn't trust it. He was getting guarantees with Top Rank Boxing. He wants upfront money. He show a fight week, fight, get his check, and move around. He don't want to have to do nothing to help promote the fight for the most part. Because if you get into a fight that neither fighter is getting a guarantee, that means you got to do some interviews. You know, I don't know if they would have been doing a 4 or 5 city press tour like they have done back in the day. They haven't done one of those things in a while. I think they pretty much stopped that, man. People want to say that, oh man, you know, they're probably going to do a 4 or 5 city press tour. When the last time we seen a 4 or 5 city press tour involving a major fight in boxing? It's been a minute, man. I probably think maybe we'll go back to, Mayweather and McGregor. That might have been the last one that I can recall. If people that's watching this video, if y'all can recall something since Mayweather McGregor, well, the fighters went on a 3-city press tour, a 4-city press tour, a 5-city press tour. Let me know in the comments section. I can't remember nothing past Mayweather versus McGregor. With all that being said, Terrence Crawford could have took the fight, but Terrence Crawford was of the mindset that he wanted a guarantee. He didn't get that, and that's why he was always holding up the fight. He was always looking for an opportunity for a fight involving a guarantee. All this, I don't want to be out of the ring more than a year. I want to fight in 2022. That's all secondary. That wasn't the real reason why Terrence Crawford turned down the Errol Spence Jr. fight, because he could have had that fight in 2022, but he was holding up the fight by not responding to the offers that the PBC was presenting. He could have fought Errol Spence Jr. in 2022. Make no mistake about it. The reason why he didn't, because he did not get upfront money. He did not get a guarantee to fight Errol Spence Jr. He figured a fight of that magnitude, he should have been getting a guarantee. He was getting guarantees having opponents of lesser quality than Errol Spence Jr., and he was getting a guarantee. So in his mind, he like, God damn, I'm fighting a risky fight, an undisputed fight, and I'm not getting a guarantee. I got a guarantee when I fought Ndongo for undisputed at 140 pounds, and nobody even know who the hell Ndongo was. I got a guarantee. You mean to tell me I'm not going to get a guarantee? I'm fighting one of the biggest names in the sport of boxing for undisputed, for supremacy at 147 pounds. You mean to tell me I'm not going to get a guarantee for that? All hell to the no. That's what Bud Crawford was thinking, and that's why the fight did not come to fruition. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is DOA. I've done a video about that. People out here wishing upon a star, thinking this fight still has a chance to get done. It's not going to happen, especially not at 147. Errol Spence Jr. is going up to 154, and I believe he's going up to 154 to stay. I don't think he'll come back down to 147. Now, it could be an opportunity where he say, okay, they offer Terrence Crawford a take it or leave it contract. Give him the contract, say, you got 48 hours to sign this contract. If not, we're going to move around. We ain't playing with you this time. Maybe that scenario plays out. But outside of that, look for Errol Spence Jr. to stay at 154 and pursue a world title in the second division. Now, the top dog, obviously, at 154 is Jamil Lyons Only Charlo. They share the same trainer. Charlo don't seem too keen on fighting his stablemate, Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. is not singing that same song. He said, I'll fight anybody. If it's for a world title opportunity, I'm about strap season. Ain't nothing changed with me. And I will be willing to take on Jamil Charlo. So let's go down that road a little bit. What if he do fight Charlo? What would trainer Derek James do? Well, he say, okay, I'm going to sit this one out. I'm not going to trade either guy. Or what they do like with Daniel Jacobs and what's that guy that fought Triple G? Man, his name escaped me, man, at the time, man. They had the same trainer and Andre Rozier. And Rozier took on Jacobs, and his assistant took on the European fighter. Man, I can't remember this guy's name. This guy, he fought Triple G, he fought Jacobs, he fought Jamal Lyons Only Charlo, and that Charlo brother double dip pay-per-view that went down about a year and a half ago on Showtime. Can't remember the guy's name, man. Okay, his name escaped me, man. Give me the name in the comment section if you guys can remember the name, man. The name escapes me, man. He was a solid fighter. Never was an A-level fighter, but was a very good fighter. B+ level fighter. And he fought Daniel Jacobs. And Daniel Jacobs ended up winning that fight by split decision. And Andre Rozier trained both guys. Andre Rozier trained Jacobs, and his assistant trained the European fighter. I think that might be the likely scenario if Jamil Charlo fights Errol Spence Jr. Derek James will train Errol Spence Jr. And then Derrick James will get one of his assistants to train Jermell Charlo. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard.Briscoe.3551. Like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And I'll holla.